What's up, guys? Back with a new YouTube video. I've been quiet for a little bit, slacking a bit with the uploads, but I'm back on it. And in today's video, we're just going to talk about the importance of pull-ups. I've done some videos of me doing pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, and I've had people ask me, how do you get to doing pull-ups and how do you get to doing weighted pull-ups? But I guess first of all, I'm just going to discuss the importance of pull-ups and why it is really important to actually do pull-ups, whether you're a bodybuilder or just doing calisthenics at all, only. So my personal reasons of why pull-ups are important, I'm just going to come up with probably the top 5 reasons to why pull-ups are super important and why I've always incorporated into my workout regime. And the number one thing that why pull-ups are important to do is basically strength. Pull-ups is one of the most biggest compound strength builder. Because people think when it comes to pull-ups, you're just working on your back. That's the only thing that you do. But pull-ups involves a whole lot of other muscles, using your biceps, your shoulders, and even your lower back. You're using your shoulders, I already said that, and your forearms to help you do the pull-up movement. And it takes a lot of work to be able to do that. You're lifting your own body weight if you're doing it correctly. Now, it really depends on which variation you're doing your pull-up, with a close grip or wider grip. But it doesn't matter which variation you're using, it still works the same way. So when I'm talking about pull-ups, I'm talking about every kind of pull-ups, such as normal pull-ups, chin-ups, and close grip chin-ups, wide grip pull-ups. And so they're just super important. So basically the first reason would be the strength that you build from being able to do pull-ups. A massive strength builder. Secondly, the second reason why pull-ups are the best thing to do in terms of your bodybuilding career is the muscles that's being built from pull-ups. So not just strength is getting built, but the muscles you build. So the targeted muscles you will build ultimately is probably your lats, depending how you do your variation of where you hold your grip. But if you want to build really big lats and strong lats, pull-ups is the way to go. It's the only exercise that can really build strong lats for you, and they can actually explode if you stick with doing pull-ups for a long time, and then you add weighted pull-ups as you get used to your body weight, and you just progress from there. And pull-ups has really helped me build my lats. Recently I stopped doing pull-ups for some time, taking a break from them, weighted pull-ups actually, and I just kept on doing normal pull-ups and muscle-ups. But because I was doing a lot of muscle-ups, my lats have always been developed, and I just always had the strength. But I'm jumping back on doing weighted pull-ups now, because my goal is to be able to do pull-ups of my own body weight. Now I only weigh about 65 kgs, which is about 145 pounds, around there, I'm not sure. But being able to lift my own body weight would be the ultimate goal. For reps, that's the goal. I mean, 1 rep max, that's cool, but for reps, that's effing awesome. That was the second point. So the third point to why pull-ups are awesome, why you need to incorporate pull-ups into your regime, and that would be, it's just cool. It's such a cool movement. Being able to lift your own body weight is really cool, and it's just there's nothing much I could say about that. It's just really cool. A person that can lift their own body weight is really, really awesome. The fourth point of why pull-ups are important is the longevity of it. It does not really matter how old you are or what age you're at. You can do pull-ups until you are 100 years old. So this would incorporate to any body weight movement that you do. So the disadvantage of lifting weights is that you won't be able to do it for a really long time as you get older. Lifting weights is good, if you do it, properly, good form. Lifting weights is good to ensure that you have stronger bones, and men and women need to lift weights, and it's really important for women to lift weights as well. But it's also important for them to do body weight training, as it is important for men to do so. But then when it comes to pull-ups, you're able to stick with being able to do pull-ups for a long period of time. As you get older, you can still do it, and it's just a really perfect exercise for longevity. It's good on the joints. It doesn't injure your joints, you know, if you do it correctly, and it's just an amazing movement. And probably the last point to why pull-ups are a great movement is it's really good for health reasons as well. It's just it's really good for the health in terms of you understand how your body works, you know. It's good for breathing, because pull-ups is a really tasking movement, and you learn how to breathe when you're able to do pull-ups. You learn how to control your body, so it gives you a lot of control in terms of knowing how your body is, and it's just a perfect exercise in terms of health-wise. And pull-ups, being able to do pull-ups opens doors for you to do a lot of other movements, you know. So putting all of that together, pull-ups helps you to do other movements that you were not able to do. So if you're able to do pull-ups, you most probably will be able to do push-ups as well, and sit-ups and everything else when it comes to bodyweight training. So every time people that try to start getting into training, into weightlifting, I always try to suggest them to get strong by doing bodyweight. I don't tell them to avoid lifting weights, but incorporating a lot of bodyweight movements is the way to go. You know, get used to your body, being able to do pull-ups, chin-ups, push-ups, being able to do that, that's cool. You know, it's just lifting weights, but you can't do push-ups. That's not really, it doesn't make sense. You know, it doesn't make sense to me at all when I think about it. But there are pros and cons to each, and at the end of the day, each to their own, you know. For calisthenics, you really can't get massive and bulky from just doing calisthenics. That's the one disadvantage of it. And the advantage of bodybuilding weights is that you're able to do that. But the disadvantage of it is that it's not really an ultimate long-term thing. It still can be, but it's you're very prone to getting injured, and such as joints, and, you know, it's a very high-risk thing, you know. But it really depends on what your goal is. If you want to be able to be lean and still have muscles, you know, you don't want to be massive, you know, like the Kai Greens and the Phil Heaths, you know, but you want to be lean and still have muscle, you can just do calisthenics, you know. Just make sure you have your diet on check, make sure you're eating enough macronutrients that will give you the muscles that you want, and calisthenics can actually get you there. And then you add weight onto your calisthenics movements, such as weight vests or weighted belts, which helps you, you know, puts more resistance onto your body, and it forces your body to grow. So yeah, that was just my short video in terms of why pull-ups are amazing. I'm actually going to do pull-ups today. It's Wednesday, Melbourne. No idea what time it is. I think it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so Melbourne time. And yeah, it's just I'm going to do some pull-ups right now. It's calisthenics day. I'm actually going to do 10 sets of 10 rep pull-ups, and might take a video, maybe not, I don't know, maybe next week I'll do so. And then after that I'll do 5 sets of 10 rep chin-ups, and these are all weighted movements. I always do weighted movements, and I pick a weight where I'm capable of sticking to the same weight for those 10 sets and showing I'm able to do those reps as well. So I stick to that weight, and I stick to the sets and reps and not change it. So this forces me to get stronger, and I've been getting really strong throughout the couple of weeks. I've only started doing this for 2 weeks now, and I'm seeing a lot of improvements. My lats are growing, and pull-ups, hands down, best movement ever. I live and breathe calisthenics, and I find it's the best thing to do. I'm always trying to promote it, and yeah, you live longer, trust me. Hopefully. And then after that I'll be doing handstands, and then yeah, so pull-ups are good for you, stick with them. And then thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys like the video. Please comment, subscribe, and check you in the next video, and follow me on Instagram as well. I'm gonna put it right over here, Instagram. Follow me there, and then hopefully you guys like the video and check it out. Cheers.